Silence. I'm the one testifying and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Hammer? Yes, I can. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Okay, let's now present the 5-year-old photo. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this is leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how that fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Way to make it dramatic, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho ho! Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting room at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death and then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside this costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Obviously the van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1, and then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Conspirator? Damn, I can't even pronounce that word. No, he wasn't. Of course he wasn't. Huh? So without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van, then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. Huh? I was kidding to line up the proceedings. Light? Line? You can't line up a murder. Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest. Yes, Your Honor. Of course Salmonella had to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Ms. Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Ms. Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So, what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean the Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. Awkward silence in court. That is awesome. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again. I like to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright? Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. It comes from only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Oh, Edgeworth objecting. I think he sees the light now. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh my God, Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see what we have to anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see a little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to know what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edward? Who knows? He probably realized she did too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and the direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. My voice just really cracked. Whatever. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Cross-examination after finding the body. Gotta figure this one out. Sister was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Let's press on that for more details. Why? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questionings. Might as well just press everything. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Let's press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. What could they rehearse after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please continue. What? That makes no sense, what she just said. I'm pretty sure she just said there was no need for a rehearsal. She's at the Studio 2. Because there was a murder. But they had to go to Studio 1. So how would she know there would be a murder? That's probably what Edgeworth was probably going to do. I don't remember what it's going to say, but that's what I got out of it. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! Be back. Oh wait, my bad about that. Doorbell rang. Let's go. What Edgeworth was trying to object to. I think I described it, but whatever. The last statement, yeah. Go. What have you just said? Is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have any explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution, what?
AC.
Don't turn on the AC yet. What? My bad. My brother interrupted me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change their testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and I couldn't do any action suits, so left them behind. That makes 0 sense. So let's press on this for more detail. How did you know about the injury? Huh? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here. Or everything we've done until now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.